This story of a bagel and 3 friends have been told many times, but finally we have reached the source of the tale. We now have exclusive interviews and retellings of the 3 boys in question. We start our journey in Woodrow Road, in the home of Christian Hellwig, the owner of the infamous bagel.
Hi, welcome to my home. I'm Christian Hellwig. Today I'll be telling you a story. Did you get that door behind you? Well, this is my home. This is my basement. Where do you want to set up for the interview? All right, I'll figure that one out.
What happened in your freshman history class, beginning of March 2017?
Well, a lot of things happened in that class. I'm pretty sure we were going over like the Middle East or like Aleppo, but I really didn't pay attention that much. But if I'm correct, you're referring to the bagel incident, right?
Yes.
So the bagel incident that happened in the beginning of March, I don't remember the exact date. And what happened was I had a bagel in my tennis bag, and me and my 2 friends had gotten bored of Arnie droning on and on about some country that I really couldn't care less about. And so we decided to throw the bagel around behind Coach Arnie's back. That's what happened that day.
What'd you do with the bagel?
Well, I know I wasn't the one to do it, but one of us took the bagel and threw it behind the filing cabinet in Coach Arnie's classroom.
Did you ever get the bagel back?
There's a long story about that. Later that day, we had practice, or I think we had a tennis match. So I was in Coach Arnie's classroom anyways, and so I looked behind the filing cabinet and I could see it back there, but I didn't do anything about it. And then a couple months later, about maybe 2 months later, the end of our season was coming, and I looked back there and a whole bunch of papers had fallen behind the filing cabinet, so I couldn't see the bagel anymore. And then a year later, my sophomore year, I was still varsity tennis, and I looked back there and all the papers were still back there. So I don't know if the bagel is still in the classroom or if like a rat has eaten it or whatever has happened to the bagel.
That poor bagel.
Yeah, it's a sad scene, seeing the bagel back there. I couldn't reach it.
Must have hurt you emotionally.
Didn't really hurt me emotionally because it's a bagel, but you know, whatever floats your boat. You have any more questions or? So, after being attacked by the reporter, I was asked by the producers and the directors to take over the project, this documentary about my story. So I'll be conducting the interviews and whatever else for now on. So I reached out to Steven and Alec, the 2 other boys involved with this. They did not have time for interviews, but they did send me statements in the form of videos telling me and telling you all what happened that day from their memory.
It all started back freshman year in history class. Christian brought a bagel or something. It was just like a regular bagel. It was blueberry, I think. It was in a bag. It had been in his bag for like a week or 2, so it was already kind of moldy and he wasn't gonna eat it. So we thought it'd be a great idea to start throwing it around at each other during class instead of taking notes, obviously. So we began throwing it at each other, what stupid freshman kids normally do. But then I believe it was Alec who had the genius idea to throw it behind the cabinet. And it got stuck. And it stayed there for a long time. It could still be there to this day. I don't think we ever got it out. But yeah, fun class.
With Steven's shocking discovery, we were able to create a photo-realistic recreation video of what happened in Mr. Arnie's history classroom on that day.
So, freshman year history class, Mr. Arnie, it was me, Steven, and Christian. It was the first time I'd met Steven and Christian. I didn't go to public school, that was the first time I met them, and so we would sit next to each other in history. And then during tennis, the spring season, tennis season, Christian had a bagel, and so it was in a bag and it's super moldy. And so once we saw the moldy bagel bag, we did what normal freshmen would do and throw it around when Mr. Arnie was working on the board. So Steven was in the middle and Christian was on the far side of the classroom and I was on the other side of the classroom. And so I tried to throw it at Christian from across, and then I ended up missing Christian and I went behind the shelf. And we couldn't. I know at the end of class Christian tried to grab it, but I don't think we could reach. Yeah, I know Christian tried to reach it, but I know he couldn't get to it. But yeah, and that whole bagel experience was very impactful on our friendship.
So I'll never walk again? Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Doc. This wasn't really the best time to break that news to me. I gotta go shoot a scene, but, thank you. Are you ready for the shot? Okay. So today and over the weeks of us doing research and making this video and movie, we have found that Alec was the one who threw the bagel behind the filing cabinet, which I should have known because I was there. I don't know why I don't remember, but I don't. Thank you for watching my movie, and I hope you have a fabulous day. If you go to the hospital, you drop me off at Shane's first. Come on, get down. Get down here already. Alec, you're supposed to jump down over here. No, not there. Not there.